Hey everyone, Trucker John here with Jordan Clary, my son, Jordan Clary Vlogs. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel. We are here in Carlisle, Arkansas. I've been here once before with Theo when I was in training. We're here at Nicks BBQ and Catfish restaurant. I can't wait, I love catfish. Let's try it out. So last time I was here, we sat right on the other side over there with Theo, but I won't show the table because there's people sitting there. But that's so boring. What are you talking about? It's amazing. It's awesome. Well, I gotta tell you, that Nicks BBQ and Catfish place here in Carlisle, Arkansas, definitely one of my favorites. Amazing catfish. If you like catfish, you gotta try this. It's right off Interstate 40, exit 183. Really good. Hey Jordan, how'd you like your food?
It was good.
How'd you like the catfish?
It was okay.
Alright, so we made it here to Fort Smith, Arkansas, and this is the first time this has ever happened. I'm dropping off here, and I'm picking up at the same place. So that's never happened. Usually I have to drive, you know. I think the shortest distance I've ever gone is like maybe 15, 20, 30 miles to pick up after dropping off. So what I did is, as soon as I got my pre-plan, I went back into the office Patreon subscribers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to try and get some interesting content onto Patreon just to show you guys some extra love. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I was thinking maybe like some private live streams where I can come on to a live stream and have a private conversation just with my Patreon subscribers. Haven't decided what I really want to do yet, other than just you know, saying thank you and mentioning you guys here on this channel. Of course, if there's something you guys want, if you become a Patreon member with me and you want me to shout out your channel, if there's something specific you wanted me to share and it's, you know, something positive and matches with what the vibe is here on my channel, I'd be more than happy to do that. So anyways, once I find out what we're doing here at this shipper, we'll give you guys an update. Well, of course it can't go that smooth, could it? There's one pallet that's still on my trailer that had no labels on it, no markings. They couldn't figure out what it is, even though the entire load, according to the paperwork, is the exact same product. The entire load is the exact same thing, but the last pallet, just because it doesn't have a label on it, they won't accept it. So now I got to open up a claim through my claims department. They have to talk to the shipper to give the receiver here permission to take it, or they got to send me somewhere else for another receiver to take this product. And I got to get all this done before I have to pick up back at this receiver at 11 a.m. because they are now my shipper. So it didn't go as smooth as I was hoping for, unfortunately. This is the name of the game out here. I still don't understand. This is the first time I've dealt with claims since being out of training. So at least I dealt with claims before in training, so I kind of knew what to do. But this is the first time I'm doing it, and it just reminded me from my training that I don't understand why the truck drivers have to suffer for this. I've dealt with this many times in training. We had a lot of claims going through training on Theo's truck. You know, I'm not a broker, so I don't know how it works behind the scenes, but I imagine that the receiver of a product pays the shipper of the product to send that stuff, and Prime, and me being the driver, is the middleman. We haul that product for them and we get some cut out of that money exchange, right? So I don't understand how come a receiver can't just unload my truck, accept everything that the shipper sent, and I can go on my merry way. I'm done. My part is done. I did my job. I didn't load the trailer. I didn't count how many pieces are going in. I didn't damage anything. Nothing is my fault when it comes to a claim. It's all the shipper and the receiver. It's their issues. It has nothing to do with me as a truck driver. Now, if I damaged it in transit, that's a different story. But the point is here, there's no damage. It's a perfectly good pallet full of chicken or whatever it is, but they won't take it because there's no label on it. Well, why can't they just take it and charge the shipper for a storage fee here, or charge the shipper for us to send it back, and schedule with Prime to have another driver or me, whatever, to come and pick it up? Why do I have to sit here and wait? I really don't understand this. And I understand that's just the way the trucking industry has worked for many, many years. You know, however long the trucking industry has been a thing. A long time. But, you know, times change. The industry needs to change. This industry is running in the olden days still. It's still running back in the early 1900s or whenever trucking began. I'm going to guess in the 1920s, 1930s, that's when trucking, you know, cross country over the road really started picking up. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. 1920s, 1930s. I think we're still, I'm pretty sure they had COM data back in the 1920s. I'm just kidding, of course not. But probably had something very similar to it. They still have lumpers, I'm sure. We're still running on the lumper system. So anyways, that's where I'm at right now. A little frustrated, but it's normal, even though it shouldn't be normal. Well, they don't know what to do with us yet. So we came to the nearest Love's to take showers. I've got about 2 hours left on my clock. Still waiting for claims to figure out what to do with this dang pallet. want to beat a dead horse here, but imagine you're a FedEx, UPS, mailman, Amazon delivery person. You deliver a package, a box, to somebody's house, but before you can leave, the person at the house has to open the box to see what's in it. Go through the box, pull out one item from the box and say, oh, I didn't order this. And they hand that back to you, the UPS, FedEx, Amazon, US mail person, and leaves it with you. No return label, no insurance, no nothing. It's now your responsibility to hold on to that and figure out what to do with it. You got to call back to whoever they ordered it from to ask them, what do you want me to do with this? Has anyone ever experienced that? No. Not unless you're a truck driver. 'Cause that's basically what's happening. I picked up a package as the delivery person. I brought it to the person that asked for it. They opened the box. They found something they didn't like. They give it back to me and said, I don't want this. You take it back. No shipping labels. No insurance. No money. No appointments. It's the life of a trucker. Oh, and on top of that, I have to sit with my large vehicle in front of your house, and I can't leave until that person tells me where I can go. I'm kind of trapped. Now, I did tell my dispatcher that the receiver where I was at had no facilities. It had a sign on their door that said, no bathroom facilities for truck drivers. Nearest facilities are at a truck stop 2 miles away, and it's some little mom and pop truck stop, according to Google Maps. So I told my dispatchers, hey, look, nearest truck stop, which was this Love's, is 25 miles away. I'm driving over there until claims can figure out what's going on, because I need to take a shower. I need to buy some dinner for me and my son, and I'm not going to sit at this receiver or some mom and pop truck stop. I'm not going to do it. And he said, okay, no problem, go ahead. I'm still waiting. Alright, so of course they figured out what to do with that one pallet as soon as my hours were completely gone. As a matter of fact, my hours came back to me like maybe 20 minutes after they figured it out. That's how long I was waiting. I got my 10-hour reset in, but I didn't sleep. So I told my dispatcher, hey, look, you know, this is gonna have to wait till the morning. I know I got my hours back just now, but I haven't slept all day because I've been waiting for claims to give me an answer. I've been waiting to go somewhere, so I haven't slept. So he's like, oh yeah, no problem. You know, I'm gonna get paid detention pay and all that. So waited until about 3 in the morning to go about 2 hours away to another receiver that would accept that one pallet of it was chicken liver, 2,000 pounds of chicken liver. So anyways, got that taken care of and then got dispatched. So that's about it, guys. Like I said, I don't want to be a dead horse here, but I just feel like there's a few things in the trucking industry that's just really outdated. I think it's a hindrance to the industry. I think they've failed with some of these things. You know, claims being one of them, the lumper system being another. There's a few other things. You know, it's nothing that's a deal breaker. It's nothing that, you know, I'm so frustrated with it that I want to quit my job, but it's irritating more than anything because it could be so much better. There's got to be a better system. And some ship and receivers, they've got it down. They understand. They're up with the times. Walmart, Costco's. You know, a lot of people don't like going to Walmart's or Costco's, but I prefer them. You know, they're on top of their game. They know what to do. I've never had an issue with a Walmart or a Costco, ever. You know, you just got to do what they want. Show up on time, no more than 2 hours early in some locations. Some locations no more than more than 30 minutes, no big deal. I can deal with that. I've never had a claim with a Walmart, Costco. I've never been more than like 3-4 hours being unloaded or loaded. Usually it's a drop and hook. You know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I got lucky, but I've never had an issue with a Costco or a Walmart. There could be some others out there also. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. I think I've ranted. I think I've made my point clear how I feel about this. So, all right, guys, I'll see you down the road.